The first thing I did when I got to Tokyo was look for some good sushi. And of course, I ended up eating Wagyu beef, which is cows that are massaged and massaged and massaged till their meat tastes so tender. And then we ended up in a place called Team Lab, where we were also spaced out from jet lag, that it worked out perfectly. Yes, another sushi restaurant, which was followed up by a drag bar and, of course, some ballroom dancing. The next day we went to see the great Ryuichi Sakamoto's exhibition, where once again we were immersed in sound and beautiful visuals, followed by an incredible experience with Buto dancers, which is out of this world. Then, of course, we found ourselves in a karaoke bar where I discovered that my children are all tone deaf. The next day, we went to see the great Louise Bourgeois, a full retrospective exhibition about the pain and suffering of women. Because, let's face it, that's what life is all about, the pain and suffering of women. And thank God I have my son Rocco, who can DJ and cheer me up. And that's what we did on New Year's Eve. Kablam. The next day, we headed on the bullet train to Kyoto, where we went from temple to temple, taking off our shoes. Thank God I had warm socks. I must say, I have had more matcha tea in this 8-day period than I have had my entire life. We then immersed ourselves in an ink drawing class with this master, and I had a fantastic time drawing with my children. And then we went to meditate in a beautiful temple where monks chanted behind my family, and it was a magnificent experience. Mr. Matsushita was kind enough to let us wear gold masks that were over 200 years old. We spent our entire time worrying that we were going to drop one of them, and then the great Buddha was going to come down and punish us. But no, there was a better punishment for me, because they gave me the drabbest, dullest kimono ever to wear, and I ended up taking it off because I didn't want to be upstaged by the geishas, who were exquisite beyond anything that I have ever seen before. We played this wonderful game that was like rock, paper, scissors, but it was more like lion hunter, old lady. The next day we had an archery lesson with a master, but we were destined to fail because it was 0 degrees and we couldn't move our limbs. So we went to a ramen noodle place to warm up, and then we had to head to the airport, and I was really sad to leave Tokyo because I like being in a place where there's no garbage.